Welcome, perhaps the most controversial, yet most important tier list you will ever see. Gen 1 Pokemon. Now let me hit you with a qualifier right off the bat. All of you Mega Evolutions on this list, you do not belong on my list. I'm gonna tell you, if you're Mega Evolution fans, I'm sorry. They're all getting put in D tier, or they're not getting placed at all. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of the matter. They do not belong in my Gen 1 list. Starting with our little boy, Bulbasaur himself. I'm going to have a hard time putting any of the starters in anything but S tier. But if we're going to be objective here, Bulbasaur, a lot of people have the misconception of saying that Bulbasaur is the worst starter, and that is incorrect because Gyms 1 and 2 rock and water, okay? His two absolute strengths. He's an absolute unit. Bulbasaur will carry you through the first two gyms. I will accept no dissent on this matter. Ivysaur. After he leaves the Bulbasaur stage, he kind of becomes a little bit gross. Okay, he's still cool in Ivysaur form. Whenever he hits Venusaur tier, he elevates like almost back into dope status. Again, my boy here, Mega, he's going to stay right where he is. In fact, we're going to hit this with a little bit of a scroll. We're going to throw him down the list. I don't even want to see him on my list at all here. Charmander. Absolute S tier. Everyone saw the episode where he almost died because his tail fire almost went out. Spoiler alert. He's the cutest of the cute boys. He has kind of an awkward stage he's got like his awkward teenage year where he's Charmeleon. Becomes Charizard, instantly back to S tier goodness. Now, he's gonna be one of the few that's gonna keep S tier in two of his evolutions. We're not gonna see this a lot later on in our list here. Mega, get out of here. Mega, get out of here. Stay away from me. I don't want to see you right now. Squirtle, S tier, adorable. Squirtle squad. Got the glasses, the triangle glasses. He's got all the cool guy features. Wartortle remains S tier. Blastoise actually goes down a tier. He's moderately cool, not that cool. Don't get away from me. Caterpie, adorable. Creeps out Misty a lot. Listen, I'm going to be making a lot of anime references here. He's adorable. As a Pokemon, not quite D tier. No, he's D. Metapod. D tier, I'm sorry. You know what? Fine. C tier for Caterpie. D tier for Metapod. He can only harden, okay? He's kind of a joke, alright? Ash and the little samurai kid had their little battle of just harden, use harden. It's hilarious, okay? Metapod's cool and all that. Not particularly good. Now, here's our boy Butterfree, alright? Probably the saddest anime betrayal of all time. Bye-bye, Butterfree. The saddest thing you'll ever see in all of your days. But Butterfree deserves S tier coverage just because of how cool he is. He's got his sleep powders and your stun powder. He's got stun spores, whatever they're called. He's got some good stuff going for him. Weedle gets to stay in the C tier with our Caterpie here. So does Kakuna. Sorry, but, Kakuna, yeah, you know what? He's going in Metapod status. Beedrill's a cool guy. Not quite S tier, and honestly, you know what? We're just gonna fix our earlier mistakes. Charmeleon, Venusaur, come down a peg. Charmeleon, you're still kind of cool in my estimation. The only person that is exempt from B tier below is the Squirtle evolution line. They all get to hang out up high. The only third Evo that I'm leaving S tier is Charizard. I'm sorry, that's just the truth of the matter. Alright, so we fixed it. Get out of my list. Pidgey, early game flying. Useful. Evolves into kind of a cool Pidgeot later on in life. As a Pidgey, C tier. Too common. You ever play Pokemon Go? Get out of here with this guy. Pidgeotto. Cooler. Debatably as cool as the final form. Maybe a little cooler. He's got the emo, the slicked back hair. He looks like freaking... looks like Jesse from Team Rocket. He's got the slicked back hair. Looking suave. Then you got your Pidgeot. Pidgeot's not going to go above B tier either, just because, the hair gets a little out of control. I've got long hair, but I ain't got that hair, okay? It's not all pulled back into a solid little thing there. Pidgeot, there's better things that fly. Get out of my list. Rattata. Rattata likes to bite you. He hangs out in the C tier. This isn't all a strength-based list, I can assure you, but it's starting to look like that as of right now, except for these, Raticate, he's kind of hideous, but he's also, listen, Raticate, Hyper Fang, extremely powerful move, and he can learn so many cool abilities. He's tanky. I think Raticate gets A tier coverage, and that one's going to be our first controversial one of the list in my estimation. The rest, I don't feel like there's any controversy. You think Venusaur is S tier? Get out. Okay, go ahead and leave the like on your way out and watch the rest of the video, but you don't have to be in front of the screen yourself. Go ahead and share it too. Like share your anger. Anyway, Spearow. Yeah, Spearow. You're Fearow. Spearow, the little boy himself. He's kind of cool. He goes B tier. He's cooler than a Pidgey. I'll tell you that. But Fearow, he instantly becomes not very cool. Fearow is C tier at best. He loses his cool factor. I'm sorry. Ekans, he's a freaking snake. Ekans backwards is snake, okay? That's A tier worthy. Arbok, guess what? Cobra. Not good enough to go above B tier, though. Ekans is just cuter. No, you know what? Just because of the cool little design on the face there of our Arbok buddy, he gets to be A tier. Pikachu. There also happens to be a female Pikachu, interesting enough. That doesn't stop me from S tier, okay? If you have Pikachu anywhere but S tier, you're just a hipster, okay? You just say, everyone likes Pikachu. I can't like Pikachu. No, everyone likes Pikachu because Pikachu is objectively the best Pokemon, okay? There is no room for debate. There's no room for dissension. He is the best. Raichu, a harsh step down from Pikachu. Just because you cannot beat Pikachu. You don't evolve Pikachu unless you capture 2 of them. Then you can evolve one. Even then, I'm still a little skeptical. Sandshrew. Sandshrew is adorable. He likes to lift weights. Actually, he doesn't like to lift weights. His trainer's kind of abusive. But they also love him. So maybe he's not abusive. Maybe he's just a harsh teacher who teaches and instills good morals and things of the such. Sandshrew. Adorable. A tier. Sandslash. Take him or leave him. B tier. He's weird hedgehog boy. Nidoran, female. Cute. That's the only good thing I can say. Nidorina, cute. Nidoqueen gets ascended a little bit. Nidoran male, he's kind of cool. But we get back down here with this. Nidoking, though. Nah, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, they belong together. We'll put you as the one that elevates above the others. The king and queen aspect, it's kind of cool. Okay, I'll allow it. Clefairy. Clefairy likes to sing, but Clefairy belongs in the C tier. She's kind of cute. Not that good. Clefable, an abomination. Get it out of my Pokemon. Fable does not belong. Get her out. Vulpix, absolutely adorable. In fact, Vulpix gets S tier coverage. She's adorable. I guess I shouldn't attribute a gender to them because for the most part, they can be either. But Ninetales, theoretically legendary, by the way. If you pay attention to the lore, is like actually kind of a legendary, but you can just create them at will. Not at will necessarily, but B tier Ninetales, cool. Get it out of here. Jigglypuff, A tier Pokemon, adorable, likes to sing, is in Smash Bros. Instantly a big boost to rating. Wigglytuff, nah. C tier at best. Zubat, he's kind of cute. B tier. Golbat, not even that cute. He just got a big ol' honking mouth on him, and he makes a lot of noise, okay? Get him into the C tier, get him out of my swamp. Oddish, my grandmother's favorite Pokemon. That alone will put Oddish in the A tier. He's kind of cute in Hey You Pikachu as well, one of the all-time classics. Gloom, absolutely hideous Pokemon. I don't know why it exists. Get it out of my game. Vileplume comes back around. It's quite, it stays A tier, doesn't elevate above the Oddish though. We can't have that happen. Paris, Paris, if you look at what they're about, I mean, Paris is, still a living organism with all of its own free will. And then it becomes this horrific beast, Parasect, who has his brain has been taken over by cordyceps that are in his brain. Look at his eyeballs. They're just glazed over. He's not even a being anymore. He has become an altogether different creature. And honestly, that elevates him just slightly, but not enough to breach S tier coverage. Venonat, kind of an abomination, goes into the C tier. Venomoth becomes slightly cooler. B tier access. Diglett is adorable. A tier, Dugtrio, abomination, get it out of my game. Meowth, S tier. Meowth, that's me. Listen, Meowth, Team Rocket, talks. I get it. He's also like a freak. He shouldn't talk. Meowths don't talk normally. I'm biased. I get it. Persian, Giovanni, B tier. Blech. Psyduck, absolutely adorable. Has headaches all the time. Is considered to be one of the most relatable Pokemon. Always has a migraine. Golduck, looks like Leorio from Hunter x Hunter. B tier access. Mankey. Mankey, oh yeah, I did this. Get out of here. Mankey. He's kind of cute. B tier. Primeape. Instantly becomes an angry boy. And you probably didn't expect this, but he's A tier. You basically just take the edge and you expand him. You grab the corner, you make him bigger like he's a window. So you wouldn't think that would constitute a move up to A, but he's angry, but he has a soft side, So you've got to give him credit for developing not only in physicality but also in emotional understanding and stability. You've got Growlithe. Growlithe is cute. B tier. Arcanine becomes even cooler. He gets extra fur. He becomes angrier. He becomes more actual canine times. Poliwag. Again, Poliwag just goes into cute tier. Cute buys you a lot of room here, but doesn't quite buy you a ton. All of these down here in D tier, they're hideous mixed with just get them out of here. They're usually a stage that I don't agree with as existing. The Diglett, they just added 2 more Diglets to it, okay? Dugtrio I don't respect. Poliwhirl belongs right there. Poliwrath, however, does get a little bit cooler just because he becomes angry. Fists become even that much stronger, and he has Wrath in his name. What more could you want? Abra, Jerkface, teleports away. Get him out of my game. Kadabra, he's alright. Actually, I think he's better than Alakazam, who goes into B tier. These, by the way, are completely correct. You will never see a better list in all of your days. Machop. Chop is remotely cool. B tier access. Get out of my game, please. Machoke. Choke goes here. Machamp. He gets 4 arms. What's not to like? A tier. Bellsprout. Goes into C tier. Weepinbell. Absolute abomination. Victory Bell. Absolute abomination. Get him out of my game. They do not belong. Tentacool. Tentacool is alright in my books. Tentacruel, he's an actual jerk. He tried to destroy an entire town, and also they were way bigger than I thought they should be. But you know what? He goes back up here with Tentacool. Geodude? Geodude is S tier. Okay? He's a floating rock with 2 muscular arms, and he's like, Geodude. He's cool. Graveler. Right? Yeah, Graveler. He's the epitome of what? No, he's not C tier. He's B tier. Have some respect, list. Our boy Gollum over here. C tier. Gets worse. Listen, a lot of people wrongfully like to believe that most of the Gen 1 evolutions get cooler as they go. It's not the case. I'm sorry. For the most part, it's just not true. Ponyta. Ponyta is A tier. Rapidash is an example of one that does get cooler. Especially if you get the shiny blue fire. Are you kidding me? Get out of here with that. That's dope. S tier. Slowbro. Get out of my list, please. Get out of my list, please. Get away, please. Slowpoke. Sorry. Slowpoke. A tier. He's adorable. We got our boy Slowbro here. He doesn't make sense. This is not a cloister. This is not... I don't know what this is meant to be on his tail. Makes no sense. Get him out of my game. Magnemite. On his own, B tier. Magneton, just 3 Magnemites. Get him out of here. Farfetch'd, he's cool, okay? He's holding some silly food in his hands. He's cool. He gets to exist in my book. Doduo, on his own, if there was just a Doe, if there's just a Pokemon called Doe and he was like a one-headed, like, Pogo Man, then he would be the highest tier. He would probably be S tier. 2 heads loses a little bit of respect. 3 heads, same idea, loses a little bit of respect. He doesn't quite go to the get out of here tier because his tail becomes cooler. His 3 heads are each cooler on an individual level. So he doesn't get dropped quite as low as our other Abomination 3 tier people. Seal. Seal is B tier access. Dugong gets access to A tier just because he's cool. He has cool moves. And his name's Dugong, and he's got a freaking little horn on his head. Listen, I get it. Seal's got it too. Does not matter. Grimer. Grimer and Muck. I mean, honestly, they're just like slime. They don't get him out of here. Grimer. He belongs in the get out of here tier. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of it. Shelder is absolutely adorable. He goes into A tier. Oyster is actually a terms of service violation. Get him out of here. Our boy Ghastly. Ghastly is pretty cool. Now listen, all of you guys. Haunter, S tier. Gengar, S tier. That's the strongest family right there thus far in our series, I think. Well, okay. Squirtle and friends are very strong as well. But I even considered Ghastly an S tier, though. So in my estimation, I think Ghastly's is the best because he starts at an A tier and he gets better and he stays great. Top tier evolution family right there. What else do we have? We've got our Onyx. Onyx is a cool man. He deserves A tier bonuses. Get this guy away. All right, hold up here. Kind of running out of room here. It's kind of unfortunate, kind of sad. Let's see. We got our Hypno. No, this is Drowsy. Hypno's this one. Drowsy is C tier. Hypno becomes slightly cooler. B tier. Krabby. Krabby is remotely cute. E tier. Kingler becomes slightly worse. C tier. I'm sorry. Listen. It has to be done. Voltorb is just a Pokeball. Electrode is just an inverted Pokeball. Get them out of here. They're both B tier. They're both average. They're both kind of cool though. They explode. They go boom. Self-destruct is a fun technique, so we'll leave them in B tier. Execute. So apparently, they're not really eggs. They're like something. They're like not eggs though. There's another thing that they are, but they're silly. Get them out of here. Executor. The Alolan version would get an S, obviously, but just regular Executor is C tier. Cubone absolutely gets S tier. Saddest story in all of Pokemon history. The poor guy has to wear his dead mom's head. It doesn't make sense at all, but we're just gonna accept it. Marowak, he becomes less cool, but is still cool. A tier. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is kick based. He is Sanji. One Piece, if you're curious. Sanji gets put into the A tier. Hitmonchan gets put into the C tier. Nowhere near as cool as Hitmonlee. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Lick your tongue. Against terms of service. Goes to the D tier. Coughing. He's A tier. He's on Team Rocket. That's an instant boost. He's prepared and is already exhibiting signs of having been to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, if you understand what I'm referencing. Weezing, get him out of my game. He's an abomination. Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn is cool. Rhydon is as cool. A tier. They're both strong contenders for top tier Pokemans. Chansey, kind of like a mother figure, so that alone is going to elevate her. More or less just a tank. Not much else beneficial to her. Get out of here, Mega. Get out of here, Mega. We can finally start actually putting these at the bottom. Getting them out of our lives forever. Okay, now back to the list. Oh my lord, I didn't even know you existed, whatever you are. Okay, Tangela. Tangela is kind of a mess. Okay, I don't have much good or bad to say. B tier. Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's pretty cool. Also fun in Pokemon Snap. You bonk them and they just get just big mad at you and they come to get you. Fun times. Get out of here, you weird Beedrill hybrid. Stay out of my game. Kangaskhan hybrid where the baby comes out. Get out of here. Horsey. Horsey is easily A tier. Seadra goes all the way down to C tier. Loses a lot of cool factor. I'm sorry. Goldeen. Goldeen alone is C tier. What are you called? What are you called? Why am I blanking on what your name is? Either way, you're A tier. You're pretty darn cool. I like you a lot, okay? Staryu. Staryu is one of the few examples of adding more shapes to it makes it cooler. Just because I think the purple with the red and yellow is just a cool color scheme. I think Staryu's color scheme isn't as strong. That's the only reason. This Starmie is just two Staryus flipped and color changed. That's it. Which usually wouldn't be enough to elevate it. But it's the case. I'm sorry. Mr. Mime is D tier. It's a horrible abomination. Sort of human clown level. Scyther. Scyther is S tier. Cool guy. He's got freaking scythes for hands, bro. Like, what more could you want out of a Pokemon? Our dear friend Jinx here had a little bit of controversy at the initial reveal. We won't necessarily go over that. We're just going to put you in the B tier to avoid all political debate. Electabuzz. Electabuzz, again, kind of fun in Pokemon Snap. It's going to keep him in our average tier. Magmar. Magmar, again, fun in Pokemon Snap, but he's also sort of cool. A tier. Pinsir? Bro. I just couldn't get him up there well enough. He goes to the tippy top. We've got our boy, oh man, why is my brain just absolutely shutting down right here? I have like 45 of these in Pokemon Go. I don't know why I can't think of his name. We'll skip him for now. We'll come back. Magikarp. Magikarp is S tier. Not going to explain farther. You, my friend, Gyarados, you're A tier. You're still cool. Magikarp wins. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of it. What is your stinking name, friend? Lapras has telepathy. What more could you want? You got to catch her on a Friday. All those cool contributing little mysteries put you in A tier access. You know what? You get S tier access. You're in Pokemon Snap as well. It's an instant buff. What are you? Ditto. You, my friend, are weird, and all of your like changed forms have the derpiest faces I've ever seen. But it's also kind of cute. A tier. Eevee. Eevee is absolute S tier. It doesn't get any better. Vaporeon is B tier. Flareon is B tier. Jolteon is S tier. And you know what? You guys can come up here and occupy A tier slots as well. Ooh, Tauros! Tauros! That is your name. You're Tauros. Because I forgot your name, though, you can't go anywhere but the B tier. Porygon. Porygon's weird. Get him out. He doesn't make any sense. He shapes. Ammonite. No. You're Amistar. The other one's Ammonite. Whatever you are, you're both weird ancient beings that don't deserve to exist. But we're gonna move you up slightly because you're a little bit cuter. Kabuto and Kabutops, right? You go up to A tier because you're weird looking. Then you fall down to B just because you tried to be Scyther, but you're not as cool. Aerodactyl. You got a big old honking head. It's too big to exist. There's no wonder, there's no question in my mind why you went extinct. Your head is too big and you probably bonked stuff until you died. Get out of here, Mega. Snorlax, adorable. Eats vines and whatnot. He's always blocking the path. He's a big chubbo, but he just likes to sleep and eat. Very relatable. Okay, so now we're getting into legendary territory. Now, well, okay, we'll come back to legendary. First of all, get down the list. Get down here. Get down here. Is everything beyond this point mega and or disrespected? Yes. So now we're gonna do these three first. So Dratini. Dratini is cool. A tier. No. Yes. Dragonair, slightly less cool. B tier. Dragonite, you can make your ascension into S tier. You do belong there. It's the truth. I'm sorry. So now we have our 3 legendary birds and then our penultimate 2. Bird-wise, Moltres is B tier. Okay, Articuno and Moltres are B tier. Again, though, Zapdos. Zapdos is S tier. The best bird, bar none. Mewtwo, Smash Bros. Character. Pretty cool guy. Well, pretty uncool guy, actually. Alright, Mew's cute. But let me hit you with something controversial here. That's it. The only legendary that gets S tier access from Gen 1 is Zapdos. I'm sorry, that's just how it has to be. If you're angular and electric, that's instantly gonna boost you. If you're like limbs or fire, the only exception that I'll allow here is the Charizard Charmander, and it's just their tail. That's it. The rest of them is real. Charizard's a freaking dragon. What are you? You're just flame wings and a flame tail and flame head. I get that Rapidash is kind of that, but it has all the qualities of a horse / unicorn. It just also is on fire. You, Magmar, you just kind of, your skin is kind of fire as well. Like what's going on with you? So you don't get S tier access. You don't get S tier access. Articuno, fine. Articuno, you can come up here with your friend. Moltres is the worst, though. I'm sorry. In fact, Moltres, you're going down to B tier. You deserve a whole skip in the stone below your friend. This is Gen 1. You guys do not count. I do not respect you. Megas do not count in my game. So now let's look at our list here, and let's do one quick revision of it, and we'll see if anyone needs to move anywhere, if any changes need to be made. Metapod, Kakuna, Clefable, Gloom, Dugtrio, Abra, Weepinbell, Victory Bell, Slowbro, Magneton, Muck, right? Did I put Grimer somewhere else? I put him up 1. You know what? I'll stick with it. Muck, Cloyster, Lickitung, Weezing, Mr. Mime, Porygon. You know what? You guys are all exactly correct where you are. A couple of you are terms of service violations. If this were Twitch, YouTube honestly should ban you guys from existence as well. All of you down here, a lot of like your early stage encounter people that only become cooler with their evolutions. And there are a lot that become cooler. Some of you are your early derps that become less cool, like your Golbats and your Heroes and your Nidoran, Nidorinas, and the like. Your Wigglytuffs, your Golems, your Anglers. A lot of these are just ones that became less cool when they evolved. You guys are like just kind of your run-of-the-mill. I don't have like too much positive, too much negative. A lot of you would be lower or higher, but factors in either anime or other medium or just your overall appearance have affected you otherwise. Sorry, but you are all stuck in the purgatory that is the B tier. Our A tier people. Our most prominent tier, yes, this is our most filled tier. So listen, if you think I've been harsh, I haven't been that harsh, okay? It's more top heavy than bottom heavy. So don't look at me like I'm this devil, okay? Sandshrew goes up to S tier. Sorry, I saw that. It had to be changed. Now looking at our guys here, we got a strong roster. These are your guys that are cool and great and awesome, but they just can't quite reach that tippity top tier. They aren't Ghastly. I'm tempted. If you didn't have the same issue of just a ball with fire around you, just going off of my previous judgments, I can't put you in S tier. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But the rest of you, you're cool people, you're great, you're awesome. A lot of you are Smash Bros. Well, not a lot of you are Smash Bros. Character. Really, you only got your Mewtwo, your Jigglypuff, I think that's about it from the tier. That's the Smash character. But a lot of you guys up here are like pretty popular. Other medium as well. But here's the thing. This top tier is untouchable. They are absolutely transcendent. They are top tier. These guys are your absolute Mount Rushmore contenders of Pokemon. Will not find more definitively correct and less objective list than this one. This one is all based on fact. Opinion plays no part here. Actually, I said opinion did at one point or another. No, this is just objectively correct. If you think differently, you're thinking out of your mind. You are not thinking straight. You were wrong. But anyway, tell me below what other tier lists you'd like me to do. This has kind of become my third series where I plug it into like actual mainstream running series, like our Celestes that are coming to a close, like our Bug Fables, like our we have an upcoming series play Celeste, but I can't talk about that. I want that to be a surprise. And then we've got like our streams that we put up of like our fall guys and our like that. This is going to be kind of our third one to go along with our YouTube series, which is Celeste becoming another, and then our stream uploads, and then this will be the third, the tier lists. So tell me what lists you want me to make next. And I'll gladly at least look into them. If it's something that I feel I have the ability to rank and to make tiers of, then I will do so. And then until then, guys, I will see you all in the next one. See ya!